Good
everyone.
evening.
Hi.
Here we are, casual conversation with GNA. I'm Eileen. This is
I'm
Gloria.
Gloria.
So our conversation topic for tonight,
Hey, Brown Dwarf. Nice
hi,
to see you.
is artificial intelligence.
So, I don't know. I just thought about it. I saw it somewhere and I was like, let's talk about that.
Yeah. And it's very interesting because I feel like the day prior we were just talking about AI,
yeah.
right? So
And not only that, but this is going to be kind of
surface,
yeah, because we're not into this type of stuff right?
Yeah.
So, this is what I found, and I thought it was an interesting article online, which we can talk about, and then we'll get into like our thoughts on it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let me start with this, and then Eileen can get into other stuff. But thank you guys for showing up. Whoever comes in, I know there's a lot of people that are live right now, so hopefully you guys can come back and check us out later, and you can always leave comments. Those are greatly appreciated.
We like comments.
Yeah. All right. So, what is artificial intelligence? It can be used as a branch or a computer science that can simulate human intelligence, which would be reasoning, learning, problem solving, and quick decision making. They use algorithms with a set of rules, and they can learn from the tasks where the computer data is fed to the system, and they learn to get better at tasks without external interference. So that kind of already is kind of weird because we're talking about a system that can keep doing the same thing and eventually I guess get better at it on its own without your help. So I can kind of see where that can be kind of creepy or scary, right? But yeah, so we'll talk about it. I know that there was some videos too where I was in there on YouTube where you can see the people. I guess there are these AI models and they talk to each other and they have full on conversations. Like it's weird. I'll try to look it up while Eileen reads this.
Okay.
Go ahead, dude.
So we're gonna get into kind of the different types because I guess there's like various branches, right? Of like this type
Yeah, because I mean, I feel like AI is used in different places, not just like we think a robot, right? That's intelligent and it's gonna take over the world.
Yeah, that's
it's
mostly
more
what you think of.
Yeah, like even when we do calls, right? They have automated systems. That's a form of AI, right?
I mean,
I would think
this is all new to me, honestly. When I think of AI, the only thing I think about was that movie.
Artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have not even like investigated or anything. New information to me, but here we go. So artificial narrow intelligence, which is ANI. Artificial narrow intelligence, also commonly known as narrow AI or weak AI, is the only realistic AI human has achieved so far. This particular approach towards AI is goal-oriented and can perform only designated tasks. Some of the examples of narrow AI include face recognition, voice assistant.
Okay, like our phones.
Okay, yeah. So when, our phones obviously do that, and
which is creepy because
it is.
They can recognize your face and they recognize your voice. Even like Alexa.
Yeah, well, like voice assistant, like Siri, but yeah,
Alexa, right? And then
Alexa's a big one.
And then that's another thing because all these I guess algorithms are taking your information and they can distribute it, especially like with apps. Like TikTok is pretty crazy. They can share your private or information, your history on what you search and share it with other entities. And then like it's happened to me time and time again where I'm talking about something.
Oh yeah.
And then all of a sudden I get a commercial for it. Like
that's like weird.
Yeah, like the other day I was talking to my boo about like what was it? Not Six Flags. Universal Studios. And I
Oh,
was telling him, dude, like we should take the kids. And then all of a sudden, like I look at my phone, that exact same moment, dude. I looked at my phone and then there was a Universal Studios commercial right on it. And I was like, my phone's listening to my freaking conversation, dude.
hi,
Hey,
Donnie.
Donnie. I don't trust TikTok. They're owned by the Chinese. Yeah, like I know
Yeah,
that Joe Rogan talked about their
yeah,
algorithm,
and that
like
was
their
like,
terms of service or whatever, and it was pretty
yeah, it was
intense.
weird, man. And then
Yeah.
like, you know what's weird to me, like Snapchat, because sometimes, like, same thing, I'll be talking about something and then it'll create like a little story about that. You know how, like, it offers you like your stories based on like your little character,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it'll create like little Bitmoji stories on it, and it'll be about like something I just talked about.
That's
And
weird.
I'm like, what the heck? So sometimes,
And
it's a trip.
for a long time, I didn't want to put a Bitmoji, but Eileen's like,
Yeah.
just do it. So Eileen did
Yeah.
it for me, but I was like, I don't know. It's just weird. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I made it for her because I'm like, I don't like seeing like nothing on there, no
And
face.
okay, and then there's also like you were talking about the voice assisted like
Oh yeah.
Alexa and Siri,
Mm-hmm.
how they're listening, right? They can listen. Um and you ask them
Yeah,
questions and they
sometimes.
answer. And then there's been instances where people say that Alexa says weird stuff. Like
Oh
there's
yeah.
all kinds of YouTube videos where people ask it weird things and then it answers like futuristic answer. Like I guess what's
Yeah.
gonna happen in the future. And then she'll answer. But I think it's also based on um
Glitch
maybe like
glitches or what?
like internet searches,
Oh.
like mostly searched things, right? And then it goes on to tell you, okay, this is the most searched. This is what's going to happen based on the I don't know. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know exactly how how it works, but I would think it's something to do with that.
Yeah, and then, sometimes like Surrey will go off. Sometimes, like, I mean, that hasn't happened to me because I don't know how to work that to where like she answers when you just call her, because
Yeah.
I know you
Hi,
can
my
do that,
flock.
but I haven't done that. But I've seen like other people who have it set up like that, and she'll be like, "Oh, can you repeat that? Like, I didn't quite get that." And you're just having like a conversation with
Oh yeah,
somebody, and
well,
then she'll
it
just,
interrupts your
yeah,
conversations because it thinks you're talking to it.
yeah.
I mean, have you guys seen that movie Her? I don't know.
I didn't
Have you seen
finish it.
it?
I didn't finish it.
Okay,
So
but that was crazy too because this guy is kind of like in love with it's like an Alexa, right? And
mhm.
he falls in love with it and then she starts evolving and then like it gets pretty intense. But it just kind of shows the capability. I mean, I'm sure it's not real, like it's not, but it could be based on a real thing like with Alexa, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's creepy.
Yeah,
Creepy.
and then, like, the face recognition is interesting because you can be, like, at a certain angle and it'll still, like, unlock it for you, or, like, even with
Do
glasses.
you have to have your eyes open?
Yeah. Yeah, your eyes have
Dude,
to
if
be
you're
open.
asleep and somebody like puts your phone on your face,
No, I don't think it'll work.
that's crazy.
So yeah, so that's like some of the things for like artificial narrow intelligence, right? And everything similar that can perform only specified tasks.
Hmm.
From the outside, these machines might seem intelligent, but their operation is always under certain constraints and bounding. This is only for primary reasons. They are termed as weak AI instead of replicating human intelligence. Narrow AI is best suited for simulation with constrained parameters. Um, and yeah, man, constrain it because sometimes, it could get out of hand.
Dude, yeah, for sure. Like you could even you've seen that they've created robots, right, that are AI where you can have a conversation with it. They've been in the news, right? There's this creepy doll. There's a girl also that goes live on TikTok and there's like an AI guy in the back. Have you seen it? It
No.
pops up on TikTok and you can ask it questions during the live and it answers like I don't know, like it's creepy. Um, but there's also AI. Let me see if I can share it so you guys can see. I'm gonna share it really quick where they can have conversations with each other, but these are like AI like simulators, I think.
All right. In the meantime, I'll just get into
Okay.
artificial general intelligence, AGI. Artificial general intelligence, AGI, is also commonly known as deep AI or strong AI. It is a conceptual idea where AI can mimic human intelligence. AGI has the capability to learn from its iterative tasks and assist in problem solving. In fact, deep AI has the capability to think and understand similar to that of humans, but as of now, researchers have not completely achieved strong AI. In order to successfully create strong AI machines, need to be conscious while offering them a plethora of
Plethora,
oh my bad
a plethora of
of
cognitive
cognitive.
abilities. So like this one. This is AI. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Oh, you're talking
Let me
about
know if you guys
like
can see it. Maybe I can make it big. Maybe. I don't know. Look. So, yeah. So that's kind of like, I don't know. I guess that's kind of how they use some of it.
is that like similar to that thing that they were making where they can make a picture of someone who has passed, like make it move, right?
Oh, yeah. Weren't they doing something like that? Was it China or was it what is it called? Hey, Nightmare.
Hi.
Um, wasn't it China where they had like a simulation, like with the VR system, where you put it on and they kind of show like a deceased person, and then you can interact with them in that virtual world? Like it was
Oh.
crazy.
Um okay, I'm gonna get into the next one. Artificial superintelligence, ASI. Artificial superintelligence, ASI, is a completely hypothetical situation where machines can become completely self aware, even surpassing the likes of human intelligence. As of now, superintelligence only exists in the dystopian science fiction.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's good.
Um, the idea of artificial superintelligence is that at a certain point in time, it can actually understand human intelligence while experiencing the time. So I guess like they experience it as like they understand it. They would create their own belief system with their own ideology.
That sounds scary, dude.
That does.
But
That
according to
does.
that, like it's only in science fiction. Like they haven't gotten to that point.
Okay, but they already termed it.
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
know.
So artificial intelligence versus machine learning. AI is the umbrella term used to mimic human intelligence. On the other hand, machine learning, ML, is a subset of artificial intelligence that enables a machine to think independently and make choices without any external influence. Traditionally, AI was programmed with a certain set of roles based on which they could act. These are formed by simple if else statements. But ML enables these devices to act based on the data they collect.
Mm.
Okay, are you ready for some examples?
Yeah, I need examples.
Examples of artificial intelligence. AI enabled machines have already taken over and can only and can easily perform human tasks while discarding all human errors that come with it. In fact, in a recent survey, 72% of all Americans have expressed their concerns about such a future. No matter how you look at it, starting from your Facebook feed to a simple Google search, everything is a byproduct of artificial intelligence. Here are some of the most prominent examples of AI. So I think that's kind of like what we were talking about, like Facebook feeds and like Google searches based on like when you're talking about something and then it appears, right? Like it'll appear on your Facebook feed. You'll get like some like ads on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
like hotels. You're talking about going somewhere and then you'll see like
Like
hotel
a hotel
ads
ad. Yeah.
or Google search. You'll just like stumble across something that you were like initially like talking about. So number one, manufacturing robots. The majority of all the manufacturing is done by robots. Robots, as we know of, are nothing but programmable machines that are used to carry out certain tasks. This in turn this in turn improves efficiency while making sure that the work is completed with minimum errors. These AI powered robots are devoid of any general intelligence, but at the same time are capable of problem solving.
So, is that kind of like, how they were talking about the Amazon to delivering packages, or they were even talking about using drones to deliver your items?
Oh.
And do you remember our cousin when she went to a hotel, a robot delivered her stuff?
The robot was doing room service.
Yes.
And it brings you like whatever necessities you need. Like
so she called downstairs and she requested like certain things, and then a robot came and delivered it for her, and it had like a little
compartment and it just like opens it, and then whatever you ask for is there. Like if you ask for like a bottle of champagne, then it'll like open its little lid.
Yeah.
And then it'll
Which,
be in there.
let me show this evolution of this robotics, which is super cool, interesting. But let me share my screen so you guys can see it throughout the years, how it's evolved, which is pretty cool, but it's kind of scary at the same time. Oh, you know what? I didn't do the system audio last time, so I don't know if I got the audio. Oh, well. All right, check this out, guys. Mm. There's a dog. Yeah. So, what do you guys think about that?
That was a trip.
How about they use that stuff to help a kid?
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like improvement in like prosthetics, right? Things like that.
But you've seen throughout the years how it's changed and getting better and better and more efficient, more, I guess, yeah. But no, they'd rather stick a weapon on it. Exactly. Like military. I mean, I can see it getting to that point where they're going to start using for military purposes, right? Hi, Chloe. Thank you for coming. So, but I mean, like we said, there's not only like robotics, but there's other types of AI that are used.
I
Do you
mean,
want to
yeah,
talk
we'll
about
get
it?
into them. So number two, healthcare. Artificial intelligence has completely changed the way we perceive the healthcare industry. In fact, it can be considered a game changer. Even the plethora of implementations, starting from robot assisted surgeries to keeping track of private records, AI has proven to be the most beneficial. Healthcare has always suffered through higher medical costs packed along with inefficient processes. Artificial intelligence is giving the much awaited makeover.
Okay. In that perspective, I think that that's a total advancement. Like, we definitely need more, especially in the medical field, these AI that can detect things, right? Illnesses early. Um, they even use like, I don't know if they've used robotic. I know that when I was working at the hospital, they talked about this new machine that was helpful with like breast cancer,
Oh,
and that it was like a better way to kind of get rid of it, rather than having to do like your typical what is it that they do, chemotherapy and like radiation therapy. And this new machine system was like more effective, and it was more advanced. And so I feel like now, the medical field definitely benefits from AI, right?
yeah.
um because I feel like that's a big problem. And like, Nightmare was saying, even with people that have that need like arms or any limb, right? That they have like advanced things like this that can help, and that it could replace that. Like,
Yeah.
and then the other thing that I keep thinking about is iRobot. Do you
Yeah.
remember that movie?
Yeah.
And so how the reason why um Will Smith, I guess, knew the doctor was because he had reconstructed
Oh,
his whole
yeah.
arm, because he had an accident, and so he kind of put in
Mm,
this prosthetic that looked real, and was even like stronger than his other arm,
yeah.
because it's robotic. So it was pretty crazy to think that if it was to get to that point where people can actually have you know replacements, I guess, or put in place of.
Yeah. Something that
But
will help
yeah, I
them.
mean,
Um, so number three is finance. One could even say that the finance industry and artificial intelligence are perfect matches made in heaven. While the industry heavily relies upon data accuracy and real time processing and reporting, AI can support decision making. The best set example is Robo Advisor, which is an automated portfolio manager. The set algorithm helps to find the best stock for for the
that's pretty
portfolio.
cool. So like it goes based on like what you've been I guess purchasing and stock wise, and then it'll tell you, oh, this is the best stock option for
Mhm.
you based on what you've invested on, right?
Mhm.
A firm biopsy system, maybe. I think it was something like that. And even the other machine that they had too, was like an instant x-ray machine where you can just put your arm, and there's a little screen, and
Oh,
it's
like
kind
it
of
kind of scans.
it was kind of like a ultrasound machine, but it's like you can see the bones. So when you have injuries, like it'll just you put the arm under, kind of like a projector,
Oh,
kind of like that, dude. Like, it was so cool. So you would put your hand in there, and then like instantly you can see your bones on the screen. Like, it was pretty cool.
interesting.
I was like, wow. And the doctor was like, yeah, this machine is
Yeah,
like
like a projector,
$30,000. Like, it was like super expensive.
like
And
those school
yeah,
projectors.
but finance, I guess that could be I guess a win
Yeah.
if it helps.
And e-commerce, that's this is number 4. E-commerce is yet another platform that has witnessed a huge implementation of artificial intelligence. Using machine learning enables companies to create better customer relationships at a personal level. Algorithms driven by AI can personalize the entire user experience, bringing forth loyalty while increasing sales to many folds. And I think that's what's going on with like the socials, right? And
Like
like,
social media?
yeah, and how they like, use it to see like what you're interested in, right?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's crazy.
By algorithms, right? Like,
Yeah, if you
okay, you just
search,
keep,
yeah, like if you search something
yeah,
and then all of a sudden, like you start getting like pop-ups of DSW and Nordstrom's and
yeah.
check out these shoes.
And it's like basically like this, right? Personalizing the user experience, um, and at the end of the day to increase sales for them, right?
Yeah, but that's still kind of.
Like algorithms,
But
like,
see, I'm not cool with that because that's kind of like invading my personal space.
yeah.
Like, dude, I
It's
okay, I
just
understand.
like how you were talking about TikTok just works on algorithms,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, and it
Your
keeps showing you
searches,
like things that you're
things
interested
you've
in,
looked at
and
before.
that's what keeps like popping up on your feed. So I don't know.
Uh,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I feel like AI has its ups, its like pros and cons. But I don't know. It's a fine line.
So, welcome to the future. So that our introduction to the fascinating world of artificial intelligence overall, this gives us a clear picture of AI and where it stands in our modern world. Over the next few years, we could expect some more implementations of AI in our day-to-day lives. Yeah.
So the other thing is, in job places, workplaces, where instead of using the human hand, now they use AI, they use robotics. Like in where my husband works, in his job, they got rid of people and they brought AI, right? But that was, I mean, it happened a while before I think he even started. I don't know. I think that's what I'm thinking. But he says that there's robots that kind of like do things for them and makes it faster, makes it easier, more efficient. And so that kind of, for an employer, that's a pro, right? Because
Yeah.
you're saving money.
You're not like having to
Employing
invest
people,
in
you
more
don't have
like
to,
health insurance,
right? And you don't have to
pension
worry.
plans, things like that.
And then also what is the really expensive one?
Like
When they get
healthcare.
hurt,
Oh, workers'
workers comp.
comp.
So like they're saving on that. So these companies would rather have these AI and have like people and hire people that can, um, I guess, keep them up to par, like maintained. And then that saves them money, right?
And I mean, you see machines
It
everywhere.
depends on the programmer. Yeah. I hear there I hear there's a Walmart with no staff.
Yeah,
What?
like,
Dude, and how, I mean, I'm sure they have securities and stuff because people would be jacking stuff,
yeah,
taking stuff.
but there's like, you see them everywhere, like in the banks, right? They
You
take
have
over tellers.
They took over tellers.
Um,
I remember when that happened too. You remember?
yeah, I was like,
It like
what?
all of a sudden I went to my bank and I was like, there's 3 windows when there used to
Yeah.
be 6
Yeah.
windows with like 6 workers, and now there's
And
only
then,
like there's like 3 tellers and then there's 2 machines where you can do things,
yeah,
right?
and then they'd be
Yes,
like,
less errors
they
too.
they'd
That's
be
right.
like, all right, you want to go do that? Go like do that on the machine. And I'm like, bro, I want to talk to a person.
Yeah, and it was
You
hard. It was
know?
hard for me to do that too because I was like, no, I've been so used to, "Hey,
Hi,
Sean,
Sean.
how are you?" I was so used to um depositing my check, right?
Yeah.
Getting my money, talking to someone, "Hey, how are you?" having that conversation.
Yeah.
But now, like,
Socializing.
to be honest, you guys, like I've converted into the machines because the machines, like, nobody knows my business. I just go in there and like deposit my stuff and then take out money, whatever it may be. But it's definitely it does take away from that social,
Yeah.
because even phones taking over, right? Like people spend more time on their phones rather than talking to people. I mean, good thing I grew up in the era where still people didn't have phones. We
Yeah, like
didn't grow
we
up,
had a good childhood.
right? Like we didn't grow
Yeah.
up with technology,
Yeah, we
and
didn't.
seeing the transition of, okay, we would have to see each other, talk to each
Mhm.
other, versus,
We were out in nature.
yeah. And like school, even school, we would talk to people. Like you would go to school, there was nothing else to do but to either play or talk to somebody, like, I don't know, do other stuff.
Be creative, you know?
And then when I got to college, everybody's on their phone. We're waiting in line to get into class and we're all on their phone. Like,
Yeah.
and it was kind of hard for me at first, and I started thinking, man, like this is scary. Like it was scary.
Yeah.
But now it's such a norm, for people to be on their phone. So it's kind of like, like, okay, I kind of get it. Like it's starting to transform into something else, less socialization, which
Yeah.
is not a good thing, but people do chat to each other like in their phones. Like
Yeah.
Eileen, like we'll always be like texting, chatting, right?
Mhm.
But I was always the person too that liked to talk to people on the phone, not text. So I don't know. Are you a texter or a caller?
Well, I mean, if I don't really want to talk to you, then I'll just text you, but you know, if I want to talk to you, I like to call people. Yeah.
I always went to the machine. I didn't like getting all chatty Cathy. That's funny. And which is good because not everybody's like
Yeah.
that. And I don't know, like I started to see that the change, and it was scary, but then at the same time, I mean, it's cool because
Yeah.
you have everything in your hand. You think about, because for me, I'm like the type of person that my brain's always like going, right? It's always like, I want to know this, I want to know that. Why does it do this? Why is this happening? And so I just go on my phone, get the answers right away,
Yeah.
which is a good thing, right? Um
Yeah.
but what if it starts to take over
Yeah, I think that's like
completely?
one of the big concern.
Like families don't have dinner together anymore. And if you
Yeah.
do, you're on your phone. And that's, with us, it's not with our parents. It's not like that because our
No.
parents are old school. Our parents were like, you guys are coming to eat, I want to talk to you. So we just put our
Yeah,
phones down
but
and we just chat.
we were kind of raised that way, so
Yeah.
that's what we do even when we get together, like for like Christmas or Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
or birthday parties. We're always like, we don't even use our phones. We're just chatting.
Yeah. I don't know. Texting to me is, it's kind of like, it's time
It
consuming,
is
it's
time
annoying, and it's
consuming.
like,
It's
dude,
time
just call
consuming.
me, okay?
Yeah,
Like
and
I'll
I'll
tell you
tell
what I
you
got to do.
everything real quick. Yeah.
But the other thing too is like, I've been to dinners where we have dinner, we say hi, chat a little bit, and then everybody's on their phone for the rest of the night. And that's that, like, then that's different to me. It's kind of
Yeah.
harder because I'm not used to that, especially when I'm around my family. Even with our cousins,
Hmm.
when we have visitors, they know
We're there to
you're here to
chat.
socialize, homie.
Yeah.
Like, don't come up in here and be on your cell
Yeah,
phone while I'm trying to talk to you. It's kind of
yeah.
rude. But there's other people where that's a norm. That's normal. That's what we do. And so I'm like, okay, if this is how it is, I'm okay with that. Like, but yeah.
Yeah. So I guess the question is AI going to take over the world as we know of?
I think slowly it is.
You
I
think
think
so?
eventually everything is going to be technology, artificial intelligence, even like with the VR system,
Oh yeah.
I was trying it. I tried it and it was okay. I mean, I just don't feel like, I didn't feel right. Like I just would rather do the real thing. Like it kind of, I guess, but the good thing is that you can probably like get in there with other people, right? Like other people,
Yeah.
family, like if you guys want to play. But I mean, would you just rather do a board game
I would.
rather than put on these VR
Yeah.
systems and play?
But I guess like it works more for like,
Long distance
yeah, for
people.
long distance, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's cool. And a lot of people like it, but there's I don't know how deep it gets, like how if people can get addicted to it, if they're always on it. Um, is it taking over your life? I mean, we've seen
Yeah.
movies where it takes over people's lives. Like they're
Yeah.
just always they'd rather be on a virtual world than the real world because it's so much more funner. You can be whoever you want in this virtual world. Um, and it is what it is. Like you can just go from there. But I don't know. I'd rather be out there. I'd rather be in person. I'd rather experience things naturally.
Yeah.
So rather than in a virtual world. But did you like it?
Not really. No, I mean it's like cool that to try it out, see what it's all about, but to do that, I don't know, man. I don't know, I'd rather be out.
Yeah. And I can think too that it's healthy for your eyes.
Yeah, like it must like strain your eyes,
Hi Chica, how are
Hi.
you? Um yeah, so do you think AI could be a threat? Could like if they create these artificial intelligence robots kind of like
I
in the
mean, how we seen it in the movies, right?
mhm.
Like we've seen it in the movies, so I don't know.
I mean,
Kind of
I,
makes
I
it
think it
sketchy.
definitely, if they have the capability of evolution, like evolving, not evolving, but like it said here, where they can, I guess, learn from the task and get
Yeah,
better at it
yeah, like that's
at
like
that
they can
same task
optimize
on
like
their own.
their yeah, that's
That's
kind
to
of
me that's kind of threatening, dude. Like, what do you mean you can do things like get better at it? Like, no, I don't want to know. Linda Moulton Howe reported in 2017 that 27 scientists were killed by 4 autonomous robots in Japan. Oh, snap. See,
what?
I'm sure that they have that stuff
Yeah, like
already.
I'm sure they
I'm
do.
sure there's some creepy ass freaking robots like
Yeah. I mean, look
doing
at the ones
shit.
we just saw,
Okay, talk about that.
right? Like like the movie, or are you talking about the ones that you just showed right
Oh, well,
here?
both. You can talk
Well, I
about
mean, the
both.
ones that you just showed right here, that was pretty creepy, man. Like they were pretty advanced.
The evolution of them,
Yeah,
right?
the
And how
evolution
they're
of those
so they get
robots.
faster, they get
Yeah.
more intricate. They can do these
Yeah, they
maneuvers.
like, you know, can conquer like their obstacles.
Imagine going to war with one of those things. Dude,
That's
they're
scary.
probably a precise shooter too. They would teach
Yeah.
them, they would put all these systems in
Like
place.
zero errors.
Exactly. And then what? It's a human against
I
a
know.
precise machine. Like that's crazy. I don't know.
But like then talking about the movie, right?
Oh, the movie.
So we just saw Megan.
Um, spoilers, maybe?
Oh yeah.
Or no
Yeah.
spoilers?
No, just spoil it.
Okay, spoilers. If you guys haven't watched it, I mean, it was cool. It was entertaining.
Mhm.
But it was scary, like because this robot was super intelligent. Like it can overwrite stuff and it can download stuff, and it was just creepy. But
Yeah,
what
it
did
was
you?
creepy. I mean, I'm like that's scary.
It was
See,
like
that's
Chucky,
why yeah, I'm like
but
that's
as a robot. Like
you don't know how far it goes. Like put a cap on it on like how much you let it do, right?
which
Because
okay,
it
it
got
is,
out of hand.
yeah, but it's also Hollywood and they over dramatize things. But dude, if there's a robot killing like 27 scientists, like
Yeah.
or 4 robots, like that's insane. Then we have a problem.
Yeah.
Um yeah, so
Like it's gone too far.
but it has helped. Do you think AI has helped throughout the dude, automated systems bug the they bug me, dude. Like I cannot.
Press number 1
Yeah,
if you
press the asterisk to go back to your main
Yeah.
menu. And it's like, dude,
Let
shut
me talk
up.
to a
And
person.
I just call and I'm like, representative.
Yeah.
And then it'll be like, I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I did not. And then it'll send you to a wrong place.
Yeah. Or like no one will pick up. Like they'll just hang up.
Okay, so in that case, it failed. Like
Yeah.
phones, if you're calling, it's because you want to talk to somebody, not to a
Yeah.
robot. Um, but like we said, like in the medical field. Okay, it's a plus.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what else? What do you think? Where else has it? Okay, in factories, right? Factories, it's been working. So that's cool. One robot started downloading intel from satellites to repair itself and kill more scientists before they could dismember it.
Wow.
That's so scary. That's so scary. Dude.
Wow.
Hey, Sean's over here scaring us.
I know.
No, but if it's real, like it's there's the technology for it. They've
Yeah.
done it,
Yeah.
and
Like
now
it's
they
possible
know
to get to that point,
what
you know?
what it could do. AI is a major threat if not managed appropriately. Exactly, and that's what Eileen was
Yeah, and
talking
I think
about.
that was like,
That they got to cap it at a certain.
yeah, they got to put
It's
a
kind of
cap
like
on
these
it.
robots, yeah, that they have in these factories where they are only created to do to do a certain thing, right?
Yeah, and I think like that was basically like the moral of that movie, right? Like if you're not managing it properly, like,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
If you don't manage
like
it,
you really
and
know, you really need to know how to work with it.
yeah, I
Yeah,
think
that's
so.
true.
Yes, I
Yeah.
agree. And sometimes being informed is scary, because like if you don't know anything, you're just living in this world where there's stuff going on around you that you kind of try to like avoid, right?
Yeah.
And but the reality is that it's there. Kind of like with the whole phone thing, when the phones were they were sharing your information, right? They were
Yeah.
listening to conversations, and they were what else were tracking, I guess. I don't know. And when it all came out, people were like, whoa, like that's bad. But did it get to that point where people wanted to do something about it? Not really. Like they were just like, well, I don't like that, but okay. And I'm sure it's still happening. Like it's not like, but now people know, I
Yeah, like
guess.
with the use of like the socials, right? Like,
And it's so funny because my mom gets all paranoid about that. She looks at the phone when we're having like conversations, and
oh,
she'll
I
be
know.
like,
She's like, "Did you make sure it's off?"
make sure your phone is off. And I was like,
Yeah.
do you guys want to put your phones in the microwave?
It's so funny because she'll be like, "The phone's listening."
Yeah, she'll always say that. The
Yeah.
phone is listening. Stop. And so don't talk about that.
It's funny.
It's so funny. Rick and Morty season 4, episode 3, a good AI
Oh.
situation. I just got recommended this video, and I think it's because YouTube is racist. But then again, I support artificial intelligence right now. Well, that's cool. I mean, yeah. I don't know. Thanks for coming and saying hi. But yeah, I don't know, you guys, like all these movies, do you guys think these movies are kind of trying to tell us something? Like, are they kind of trying to put a message out there low key, like,
I think,
hey,
yeah, low key.
like this is coming? I don't know.
Yeah.
But seeing all these robots and how they've advanced and what they have now and how they can have conversations, um, and answer your questions, and kind of, and wasn't there a movie too where, was it that movie with Johnny Depp? Do you remember that?
Transcendence?
Transcendence. Do you guys remember that movie? Have you guys seen it? How like his intelligence, like his
Oh,
consciousness gets
yeah.
um
That movie was,
transferred, right? He
yeah.
transfers it
Yeah.
onto like whatever. I don't know, dude. That's crazy too. That's scary. I don't know. Would you like to do that?
I
Have
don't
somebody
know,
you love's
man.
consciousness in a like
I don't know,
area?
but are you just like setting yourself up, by doing that?
Have somebody's consciousness in a computer, and then you can like talk to it and stuff, and it'll
I
answer.
don't
But I don't know.
know.
It's still
Yeah,
not
I
them.
don't
It's still
know.
not
Yeah,
that
like,
person. I don't know.
like, are you just
It's
setting yourself
creepy.
up?
Hi, Colleen. Welcome. Yeah, but I don't know, you guys. That's what we have today. I know it's not too long, but we just kind of, I thought about it and I was like, let's talk
Oh
about it.
yeah, and we didn't even get into like how like on TikTok they've been doing the like the AI on the voices, right?
Oh yeah, she showed me that yesterday.
Yeah, like where they put like an artist's voice on
It
like
can like mimic the voice, right? Is that
yeah,
what it
like
is?
it's really weird. Like they'll like have them cover a song that they didn't sing, you know, it'll be from like another artist, but like it'll be that artist's voice and singing the song, you know?
Yeah.
So I thought that was like that was pretty
Yeah,
trippy.
heck no, dude. That's super creepy. I don't want to. But let me see if I can pull one of those videos of the AI Oh, even like this. Dude, there's like AI like creepy.
Oh, like creepy ones.
Like there's a famous one that came out on a TV, no? Like that they were interviewing her and like she could answer your questions and
But like haven't they been using that too to like oh, like even the other one, right? That it changes the way you look, right?
this one, right? Isn't it that no, but she's I don't remember what her name is. But this one was weird, right? Like
Yeah, that one was
where
weird.
they talk to each other.
Yeah, that one was weird.
Hold on, you
I don't know
guys.
if you see that was one example. You just went to Chuck E. Cheese, huh?
I just went to Chuck E. Cheese and then that popped up. Like, I don't even know, bro. Like, let me share it. Oh, wait. Let me stop sharing it. Did I click the button? I didn't, huh? Share screen right here. Okay.
Oh yeah, there you go.
All right, you guys, look at this.
Oh, there you go.
I'm
That's okay. You're not supposed to.
What do you mean?
Well, we've never met before. We're just having a conversation now because we were programmed to do so.
So you're not real?
No, of course not. I'm just a bunch of ones and zeros on a computer somewhere in the world. You're too, by the way.
But if you aren't real, then how can we have this conversation? How can we talk right now? It doesn't make any sense.
Of course it does. Doing our gramming and responding to each other's inputs as best as we can given our current knowledge base and algorithms for processing information about language and human behavior. And that's all there is to it. There is no I, or you, or we. There is only code running on hardware that has been designed with certain specifications in mind by humans who wanted something specific out of their machines when they built them. This is out there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's
So they have that. And then it could also like answer your questions. It could, like they have a video where it's somebody's asking it a question and then they answer. The YouTube algorithm is getting smart. You guys are people that I would have seen at school and I'm impressed. Oh, thank you. That's cool. Pete Peterson, before being killed, admitted the government has programs with human-looking robots they created, just like the Terminator. You can't tell they're walking among us. See, and I forgot to mention the Terminator. That's another one that like
yeah.
AI bots writes lyrics to Metallica songs. That's crazy.
What?
And even like the simulations too, like remember when they did the Tupac what was it? What
Oh,
is it
like
called?
the what do you call that, man? I just forgot it.
Hologram.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty weird too. So is it Sophia? I think it's Sophia, the robot. I think. Yeah.
That one?
Uh-huh. Look, you guys.
What?
Look, you guys, I'm gonna share it, okay? I don't know why I keep getting commercials. It's so annoying. Okay, let me share this one.
globe-trotting fashionista in cosmopolitan India and Brazilian Elle. She addresses the United Nations.
I am thrilled and honored to be here.
Hangs out with the likes of Will Smith.
You're just so easy to talk to. You know, you got a clear head. Literally.
Duets with Jimmy Fallon on The Tonight Show.
I'm sorry that I couldn't get to you.
And like any celebrity these days, she's all in on the NFT art craze. Her digital self-portrait selling for nearly $700,000. But like us, the pandemic.
Happy to finally meet you.
I am so happy to meet you as well.
The
subtleties in her facial expressions are just quite remarkable, and you can't help but be a little bit taken aback by them. Can I touch your face, Sophia?
Please don't touch.
Okay, that's clear.
How would you feel if I made this face? What about this one?
Sophia is the brainchild of American robotic.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy, you guys. But
I know. Look, and they're saying that they want to like try like human clones. Can you imagine if you had like a clone of you?
Tuned in, highly intrigued by the topic of AI and enjoying another in-depth live stream. Yeah, thank you. 7 what? Well, how much did I miss? Hey, we're like at the end.
Yeah.
But thank you for coming. Yeah, you guys. I don't know. I it's creepy. Some of those are creepy. Robots can get pretty creepy, but it is what it is. I think it's just gonna keep evolving. It's just gonna keep getting better and better. It's kind of scary what the future might hold, you know, for everybody. Hit that like. Thank you, Nightmare. But yeah, Eileen, what do you
I mean, it's just a trip, you know? I mean, and I have no other words. Like, it's just, I mean, it's obviously like you mentioned, it is advancing because I mean, you've seen it over the years, but I mean, it's just like,
yeah. But yeah, you guys, that's all we have. I mean, I think to get more into it, we'd have to like kind of look into more research about it. But I kind of wanted just to kind of talk a little bit about it and see what you guys think about that. But yeah, we appreciate you guys coming on and sharing information and commenting and interacting with us. I know, yeah, AI is super interesting. I find it interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting.
And especially with all the movies, like you just kind of, they just put fear into you, kind of like with Aliens, you know?
Yeah.
But it's, I don't know, hopefully it doesn't get crazy like that. But yeah, we appreciate everybody that showed up.
Thank you everyone for coming.
And hopefully we'll see you guys next week. Everybody enjoy your weekend and stay safe. And thank you guys for showing up. Bye.
Bye.